7:23 right now. Eric Peterson's with us. Eric, we want to get your take on where things stand right now. You look at the polling data for Joe Biden, not good. You look at the inflation numbers under the Biden administration, not good. Where does this administration stand right now? What are the American people, and how, I should say, are the American people reacting to this presidency?
Yeah, I mean, I think the story starts and ends with inflation, right? If you're looking at food prices going up over 10%, numbers not seen since the 1980s. Home prices are up over 10%. Used car prices are up over 20%. Electricity prices over 30%. Americans are feeling that in their pocketbook, and when they're looking for stability over the past post-Trump presidency, this is something that they're not seeing right now. And they're likely to go to the polls and express that displeasure in November.
Are you seeing that, though, in Americans under 40? I know, Eric, you kind of keep an eye on that demo. I mean, those who are under 40, what has been their reaction? What is that polling data looking like with them?
Yeah, it's not looking good. One of the things, right, is Biden is not doing well with millennials, a key demographic for the Democrats. And if you look at inflation, it's one reason why. The raise up in housing prices made many houses unaffordable to younger Americans who are looking to buy their first home. Rent is up 5%, right? That's a big expense for a lot of younger Americans. And grocery prices, but also, eating out is 10% higher as well. And, wages have not been keeping up with inflation. Over the last 18 months, and only 2 months have wages outpaced inflation. And when you're looking to get those wage increases as a younger person, that is not doing a lot for your pocketbook.
What are young Americans going to do in November? I'm talking about on both sides of the aisle. They're going to show up at the polls?
That's something I can't tell you, right? That's a guess. I'm not a political commentator like that. But, I think Americans who are feeling their pocketbooks are certainly going to show up to the polls at high numbers. And, that's most Americans right now. Things I would say are probably not looking good for the incumbent party.
Eric, this sneaky move by the Democrats to release this draft of Roe v. Wade was all about the midterms, to try to inspire their base, a base that had become lethargic under Joe Biden. Does it work, and what kind of effect does it have on young voters?
I would say for young voters, right, young voters, like many Americans, are actually split on this issue. So whether or not it's going to increase turnout in the states that they need it to increase turnout in, I think is going to be up there, especially since, if it's overturned, it's going to be back up to the state. So I think it's really going to be more of a state-by-state rather than a national thing. But again, right, if you look at top concerns for Americans, it continues to be the economy and high prices. And I think until that gets under control, that, the party is going to be in big trouble.
Eric, thank you very much for being on with us this morning. It's 7:26 now, WB.